In this video, I'm gonna tell you my review on this entire DLC, as I have already beta tested the entire DLC, so it's better to tell you guys about the entire DLC without giving any spoilers in particular, and making sure you guys can decide whether it's worth buying this entire DLC or not. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into it. So, as I have to start off, the greatest ever DLC ever created was Pirate King's DLC, and it's gonna stay Pirate King's DLC. I believe Pirate King's DLC took the value of a DLC to a very high stake, and it's really hard to match such high stake DLC. Even if Ironheart Game Studios have made this DLC, the Colossal Dwarfare, very well, it's hard to reach that peak update. I would consider Colossal Dwarfare is still iconic, but not as much iconic as the Hammerhold and the Pirate King's DLC, as they had so many returning characters. Just that fact and the new towers were just enough to make people get hooked into the entire DLC. This does take place in Dwarf around area, I would consider, but it's still not that much iconic. Well, till now. But I will tell you this, that it's pretty good, as Ancient Hunger is considered hardest update in Kingdom Rush Alliance, just because of the reason the final boss fight of Ancient Hunger was so much RNG. This DLC has 90% no RNG and 10% RNG, which is still bearable. I really enjoy this DLC in terms of hardness. Its difficulty is somewhat better than the Undying Fury, but it's still somewhere matching around Ancient Hunger with no RNG, so you guys must understand how hard it could possibly become. And flyers will keep on dominating there. As I think about it, it's not just about flyers. So far, that's all I can tell. And as for the hero and as for the tower, both of them are alright. If you're really good at Kingdom Rush games, you might consider buying them because they're gonna get you really good experience. You need skill to use these towers, as far as you could ask me, as the tower is hyper focused on ranged attacks, and it still works in melee, but depends. And when it comes to the hero, really interesting unique features, I don't want to spoil it for you guys right now. At the end, would I buy this DLC as a player? I would say yes, because I'm a Kingdom Rush fan, but if you're finding value to play in, if you like challenges, definitely you should go for it. If you're finding iconic stuff, if you're finding some huge cool things, it's still cool. It's one of the greatest updates. It's like getting junk worlds in Kingdom Rush. Like, people who weren't able to experience junk world, I'm one of them, have a chance to experience it on Steam and Android devices. So if you're interested in that, you may consider buying it. And I personally think it's one of the good updates. I think it's somewhat not much iconic, but in terms of an update how it should be, I think it's really good. Environment is one of my favorite parts of this entire DLC, to be honest, because it's just so cool. Just look at the futuristic robotic theme. Like, it reminds me of the Dwarf areas from Kingdom Rush Vengeance. Area was also one of my personal favorite ones from Kingdom Rush Vengeance. Actually really cool seeing this entire lore building up, and it's gonna be in total 5 levels in case if you guys didn't knew about it. But I consider it a win in my books in terms of having an update with literally very less iconic things, but still having great experience while playing it. Now, at the end, I will be rating this entire DLC. So, as per the environment, I of course give it 5 out of 5 in my personal opinion. Uniqueness, I consider this DLC to be 4. It is kinda very unique. Few enemies are very much unique, and it is so much more fun. And when it comes to the difficulty, well, consider it to be same level as Ancient Hunger. If I have to rank it in overall Kingdom Rush history, it's gonna be someone like 5 or 6. But in Kingdom Rush Alliance itself, I think it has potential to reach Ancient Hunger level difficulty with no RNG. Consider it to be somewhere 3.5 to 4 out of 5. in terms of difficulty. But when it comes to the tower and the hero, well, they're not broken or anything. So if you're finding something really much broken, rather go for the dragons. But if I have to be honest, this tower is pretty great. You can use it, but you need very strategical way to use them. You need to understand how to use them, as they are not as much reliable as paladins in terms of a barrack. You're getting what I'm trying to say over here. So yes, overall this entire DLC is a complete 4.5 out of 5. In my opinion, I have played this entire DLC. I haven't gotten a full look at the lore yet, so I won't be saying anything, but I'm never disappointed in Kingdom Rush lore. So as far as you could ask me, it's pretty much worth it. On mobile version, it's almost $7, and on Steam, it's $5 overall. On Steam and on mobile, I think the value you're getting out of this entire DLC is pretty much great. You're getting a free hero and a new tower. With it, you're getting 5 amazing levels to play with, so it's pretty much worth it. And if you still have any question, feel free to drop them down in the comment down below and hit that subscribe button.